Hey everybody, Adam Savage alongside Stephen Lane and the Green freaking Goblin.
The Green Goblin, yeah.
Dude, this is the Raimi Goblin, yes?
It is, first film, yeah, 2002.
I'm one of the people that love, I'm all Raimi Spider-Man. I'm a whole bunch of Raimi Spider-Man, and I love that first movie so much.
Great film.
I did not realize how beautiful this suit was. And I like it in the movie,
Yeah.
but seeing it in person, I am gobsmacked by what a masterpiece this is.
It is, yeah, of course, Willem Dafoe, he just portrayed him so beautifully as well, didn't he? But we were talking off camera a minute ago, a lot of controversy about having a mechanical mask and a mechanical suit versus the sort of original creature that we saw in the comic books.
Yeah, and this is the thing that you always have to balance in translating the magnificent absurdity of comic book reality to something approaching actual reality. And of course, these are superhero films, but I always really liked this solution. I thought the way this grew out of a military spec helmet, but modified by his insanity, I thought that was a really great...
Grounded in reality.
Yeah.
You know, it gives that real vibe to it, doesn't it? That allows you to accept what it is that they're going through and the process for it as well, for sure.
And they needed to hide his identity.
Yes.
Right? That's a key important plot point.
Yeah, yeah. Amazing suit. I mean, incredibly intricate suit. The majority of the suit, I think, is made of like a lycra material. So you can see it in the areas that isn't covered by the sort of latex patches, I suppose these are possibly. In fact, looking at them, maybe, you know, we've got a lot of breakdown in different areas. So I think some of this is vacuum formed. So the chest here and across the shoulders.
Yep.
But I feel like looking at the breakdown on this, these could be maybe gelatin or something like that.
Yeah.
Because it's not breaking down like a latex does. So we're seeing some of the paint slide a little bit and some of the pieces move. And I've actually seen that previously on some of the Star Trek spacesuits as well.
Oh, really?
And it was gelatin, and essentially to restore and preserve it, the only way to do it was actually cast it and remake it. So, I mean, I think from a condition perspective, this is certainly a consideration. It's got to be handled with care.
Yeah.
And how tiny is this suit as well?
No, I know. Willem Dafoe is but a slip of a thing.
He really is. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously an elasticated suit, so it's got a degree of give in it. It would have, you know, moved as he needed to move. But
and yet it really does communicate, because it's supposed to have grown out of a military project. It really does communicate a heavy amount of very futuristic armoring. And from a design standpoint, I really want to call out how magnificent the design is, because the ways in which they used little parts going over other parts to create the topography, to create a visual detail that looks really deep, but is also, in fact, a really simple, clear gesture of musculature and armor.
Yeah, and I think it works really well. So obviously gave him the mobility as well within the suit, because he was, you know, just so flexible, so dexterous within it, wasn't he? I mean, it was those poses that he was pulling. I mean, it was just the suit was going to have to accommodate that.
Is this all original?
This is all original. Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah. No, this is all as it was. It hasn't had any restoration to date. I think it could, you know, the future owner of this could certainly look at it as a project. I think there's work that can be done here to as I say, to stabilize and preserve the longevity of it. But I think really when you're looking at this suit, you know, what you're really drawn to is the helmet. I mean, this is the masterpiece here.
Can we pull it off?
Yeah, sure. Let's take it off. So we're just going to very carefully just ease it off the mannequin head here, and I'm just going to come and stand here with you.
Oh, did I see a 9-volt battery thing there? Is there electronics?
Yeah, we'll get inside there in a second.
Oh, wow.
But isn't that a gorgeous piece of work? And you can just see that iridescent sheen on it as well. So in the light, you can just see it changing colors.
Oh, there's purple going on.
Got some purples buried in there, haven't you?
Wow, there's so much more specular highlighting than I realized. That's incredible.
And I'm assuming the purple is there to give a nod back again to the comic book character, the hood that was there originally. So you're sort of seeing some element of it on there, very cleverly just positioned. And you probably would never know about it unless you were really looking at this up close and personal like we are.
No, and this mask is in phenomenal shape.
Oh, it's great.
It's really beautiful. Oh,
Yeah.
there we are.
So let's have a look inside.
Oh, so the eyes could light up.
Yes, yeah. So there's a whole host of electronics in here, and this only came into us very, very recently, really just before we put the catalogue to bed for the auction.
Oh.
So we haven't had a chance to really mess with this in any way, shape or form. Obviously, what we've got is a couple of mounting lugs here, because there was a back section to this as well. So there is a section to the helmet that we don't have. It's just not present, unfortunately. carbon fiberglass.
Yeah,
maybe.
definitely one of those.
And then labeled on the inside here, number 1. In more than one place. And this is exactly how it's come from the studio. So this would be the number 1 helmet that was used for the first film.
Crazy.
So I mean, that's pretty nuts in itself. And I don't know. I mean, do you think this is just leading towards? You've got multiple switches here. Do you think that's just for the lenses? I mean, what else could light up on this?
Well, I'm thinking about that. I guess there could have been a fan in the chin or something to make him a little more comfortable. These 2 MOSFETs are, I mean, you don't need that much to drive LEDs.
Right.
So that makes me think that there was a motor. And there's also 2 switches. There's a toggle switch here and a little slider switch here.
Yep.
And it looks like the slider switch might have gone to the 9-volt battery, which would have powered the electronics.
Yeah.
And that the toggle switch did something else. Oh, wow, there's another slider switch here.
Oh, there we go.
Maybe the eyes were separately controlled.
Yeah.
I love that kind of unpacking, by the way.
It's great.
That is crazy that it's written number 1. And frankly, also, the color on those lenses.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Is really something else.
Yeah. And I think that's sort of the cherry on the icing here. I mean, it's a shame that the suit, unfortunately, has broken down in the way it has. It's still, it's there and it's present and something can be done with it. But ultimately, the materials that the helmet's made of, that thing's going to last forever.
Yeah, they are a lot more. Oh my God, the purple from here is crazy. I love a specular paint job. I want to point out for a production shop to turn out a paint job like this is a freaking nightmare.
Really?
Yeah, these kind of finishes are super unforgiving, and you have to get it right you have to get it right or it looks absolutely awful. And the consistency across multiple materials that are probably sometimes having to be covered with different kinds of paint that they match is amazing.
That's clever. Yeah, very clever. Because you are getting some of it on here as well. I feel like you've definitely got some of the iridescence there, haven't you, across the shoulders as well?
I agree.
And it's so they have managed to achieve that. And I should also mention that the suit's labelled on the inside Willem Dafoe. So it is not only the hero number 1 helmet, but it's not a stunt suit. This is a hero suit as well.
It is an unbelievable piece. It feels to me rare that a superhero costume of this complexity shows up in this kind of shape.
Yeah, no, well, it's. I mean, we're so privileged and proud to be offering it, and it's certainly the first of its kind that we've ever seen come to market.
Oh, I like this mask even more than I did before. Stephen, this is amazing.
I mean, you're going to have a deep dive into that and really work out what all those electronics do. We have to rewatch the film now and see.
Absolutely, yes. What else was going on in here? Bullet hits? Who knows? Radio just for him to be talked to by the director?
Yeah,
that could be.
Yeah, that would make sense as well.
And here.
Oh, you can see him speaking.
So maybe they wanted to see him speaking.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
That's an interesting and lovely choice. This is 2-part epoxy. You can probably do the fingerprint to figure out who made the 2-part epoxy. And this would be, I'm going to guess that they're, yep, I can feel them. There's magnets at the bottom of these. Right. So there was a shunk for that. This is...
What is that? I thought that was a switch, but it's not.
I think it might be a potentiometer, which would go to the purple and be part of... That strikes me that there's a motor involved, because you've got a pot and 2 MOSFETs. You're driving something. But I don't see a mounting point for...
No, maybe it's on the lower portion.
But there's also... Ooh, wait.
You got a whole bunch of cables running to the front.
Hell?
What is that for?
What is going on there? Oh, so this would have been where his ears were.
Yep.
Right there. So it's plausible that they wanted to talk to him.
Yep.
Because there's a whole bunch of wiring
massive
going on
wiring
here.
there. But if they were making his mouth visible through the mesh so you could see him talking, that's quite interesting actually, isn't it?
Well, and I do believe I remember being able to see his mouth through the mesh. But, wondering if I was seeing something I was supposed to or not.
Yeah, no, it was obviously a considered effect.
It's also clear how tight this helmet is. That's just moleskin, right?
There's nothing to it.
Wow. I don't want to try and put him back on.
You hold on to him for now.
Okay, I'll hold on to it for now. Hey, thanks so much, man. Good to see you.
Pleasure.
I'm just going to stand here until they tell me to move. There's a line the Green Goblin says, "The path must not be countenanced." And I remember looking up countenance, and I'm like, I'm not sure you're using that word correctly. I'm still not sure. The auction is coming up, yes?
It is, yes. So this is going to be in the auction that takes place on November the 14th to November the 17th. It's a 4-day live auction, 1,800 lots. And this particular costume will go under the hammer on the 14th. So it'll be on day 1.
Amazing. Thank you so much, sir.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you guys so much for watching that video. We have some brand new merch available at the store. A dog's age ago, I mean like 2018, 2019, this wonderful graphic designer named Brian Otterer reached out to us and sent us some stickers. He has a design firm called Dash 3 Dots, and we loved his stickers so much we wanted to sell them on the merch store. Well, he updated them with our new logo, and we've got Adam in the Martian spacesuit sticker. We've got Adam in the shuttle suit sticker. We've got Adam in the Apollo suit sticker. And my personal favorite, Adam in the alien spacesuit sticker. Get yours now, tested-store.com. Hey!